Hi, everybody. Today's truism is one that I think is pretty appropriate coming on the heels of Veterans Day, and that is who we are in times of great stress is who we are. And first off, I'd like to express sincere gratitude to all those men and women in uniform who have served, are serving, or will serve our country. This includes a lot of my own family members, including my brother, who's active in the National Guard, and including my grandfather, who likely would have called 2020 one humdinger of a year. And of course, it has been, which is why I chose that truism for today, because it's something that I say quite often to our leadership team, and I've been saying it a lot as of late. Remember that who we are in times of great stress is who we are. So, what does that mean, though, and why is that important? Um, have you ever noticed that if somebody's getting, recognized for a life of service, or if they're receiving an award, often if somebody steps up to say a few words about them, those words will focus on times of difficulty, applauding traits like grace and clear-headedness under pressure, displays of empathy and humanity during difficult times. You know, how he or she showed up for me, made time for me, set an example of character that was worth looking up to and following during a time of great stress. And that's because, it's during those difficult times that our senses as humans are heightened. Um, the way we act in those moments, even those that stretch on sometimes for months at a time, like the one we're in right now, it dramatically influences how people think of us and will remember us. We all sort of know innately that when times get tough, humans tend to drop the charade. They operate in a fight or flight mode, and we get to see who people really are. If you think back on folks that you've worked with or worked for over the course of your career, you likely have a pretty quick temperature gauge in your head about who that person is, based on how they did or didn't hold it together or show up for you or others during times of crisis. So, being a good leader during those difficult times is a lot easier said than done, though. I want to acknowledge that. But I do find that repeating that phrase, who we are in times of great stress is who we are, is a genuinely helpful mantra. You know, it matters to me how people think of me. It does. And how they remember me. And that's true in the long term, but it's also true even just in the present. When it comes to trying to be a good leader and having people want to follow your lead, you need that cachet. You need that credibility if you're going to be successful. And as my great grandmother used to say, you can catch more flies with honey than you will with vinegar. Well, listen, I'll be the first one to say that coming from a long line of New York City hotheads, operating in a more enlightened state than fight or flight does not always come easy to me. But I've done a lot of work on myself over the years, and this is one of the truisms that I and my team have found helpful to fall back on when I can feel the heat rising, and I hope you will too. Every day is another chance to change course and revise the script. It's true for each of us as colleagues, as friends, as spouses, as parents. Who we are in times of great stress is who we are.